Well, hi guys. I thought I'd just play a little bit of Blitz and try out some Gambit ideas. I'm just going to do a Gambit half an hour. I'm facing the French defence here. Only 3-minute chess. Already spent half a minute. Don't know what I've been doing. But the first Gambit I want to try out is the Wing Gambit. And this is a Gambit you can try against the French in order to build up a big centre. Now, it kind of relies on my opponent playing this, and here it is, the Wing Gambit, b4. My opponent's declined it by playing c4 there. And the idea is if he takes that, I was going to build up a big centre with d4, and he's trying to hit out himself in the centre of the board. But okay, let's get some time back on the clock. And I've got to get my rating back to 2,500, which I'm pretty confident I'll do quite quickly. I'm going for a clean run of wins today. I just want to win every game. I'm going for a boom, boom, boom. I want to have a great little run of wins. And what do you need in order to win games? Harry. And here he comes. Harry is entering the game. This is quite a useful little move because he's got a bit of a congestion going on over there. And I'm just going to use Harry maybe to take away some squares for his knights. You know, if the knight wants to go to g6, I'm going to hit that. If it comes here, what am I going to do? I'm going to use Gary. So hopefully pushing him back. And now, well, I have the option of taking the knight or going g5. Now, g5 looks very tempting. Let's just keep battling forwards here. Yes, I give him this square. I'm hoping I can fight for that square quite quickly. So let's maybe pressurize that square, bring my bishop to a more active position. Okay, now what do I take with? Do I take with a knight? I think I'd take with a knight because this gives me options. The queen flying into h5. This is maybe a check. It opens up my queen. I've got a nice square here. Okay, now if I go bishop takes, I think he has to take with a pawn, and that is certainly something I really would be very happy to see him do, because that takes away this lovely square from his pieces. Because if he takes with a knight, it allows me to do this check. And also then if he takes with a pawn, I'm left with this fantastic knight on the centre of the board. He has taken that way. Okay, so I'm feeling pretty confident here. Actually, I think I'm just going to castle because it looks like a rook should be moved to the open line here. So this is my next plan. My other idea is to bring my knight over to f3. Gambit hour. Oh, don't do this to me, internet. I hope my internet is not. I had a little bit of a shaky sign there. We hope that's not going to be the sign of things to come. Anyway, let's keep going. Hope not. So, okay, well, of course, I'd love to get my knight into the game now, and I just want to finish my development. So let's get my rook to the open file first. And I think my bishop coming to f4 is the next thing I want to do. I'd love to play a5. Can I do that? a5. Oh, wow, this looks crazy. Now he's castled here. He's opening up his king drastically to my pieces. Oh, yeah. We like the look of this. Look at my pieces flying into the attack. And, well, I actually had a game. You guys might better remember this other game I had, which was very similar to this as well. Now, can I go? I can go bishop there, but that does give up a piece. Am I mating him somehow? Well, again, I don't need to do that, do I? Let's just save my piece. If I didn't see a direct win there. My position should be winning anyway, so there's no reason to rush it in. I've got rook b8 coming, and all my pieces are attacking. So rook b8 check. His king's going to escape. All right, let's give myself rook b6 as well. I'm trying to flick the rook into that square at the same time. And, well, I'm putting it in the pipe, and he's going to smoke it. Put it in your pipe and smoke it, son, as Clayton Eastwood would say. Maybe. Did he? Oh, okay, well, this is paramount to him resigning, I would say, as long as I don't do my normal and lose on time. So let's make sure we don't do that. Bishop comes there. Okay, well, come on. Got to move a bit quicker, Mr. Williams. And let's not diver-daver. Let me just win this game. Okay, still got a bit of an attack coming on here. But how do I break through? Dear, blimey. Right, okay, what am I doing? Why am I not breaking through here? Okay, and I'm very short of time. Oh my words. Come on. Right. Sorry, I've gone into complete concentration here for the time being. Well, I say complete, it's not actually complete, but it's complete enough for me. God, if I lose this will just be a complete hustle. I should do this on the clock. Come on, this should be doable. This should be doable if I get my rook into the game. Of course, I'm a queen up. He's trying to get some counterplay here. Let's... Okay. Oh, dear. Wasting a lot of time. My queen should be coming into his position. Queen f8 looks like a... Ah! Okay, get the rooks off. Then I can try to nibble my way in. Get my queen around the back. I need to get my queen to b8. This is my idea. The queen b8 checkmate is the threat. Can he stop this? He's going to have to give up more material now to stop queen b8 checkmate. And then I'm going to be... Okay. Oh, dear. You can see, actually, that by the way, the backdrop, which says Eat the Rich, it is from the Icelandic Punk Museum. Okay, so I'm going to continue a Gambit hour. So what can we do now? Well, I've had a lot of people ask me to play the Budapest. And, I'm not allowed to play it. The Budapest is where you go c4, e5. And now I'm going to have to think of another way to Gambit. So I'm trying to Gambit in every game. How can I Gambit here? Okay, well, let's try. I don't know. I'm going to make up a Gambit. My opponent has played the Tromposki. And how am I going to Gambit here, boys and girls? Well, I don't know if this is really a pure Gambit. But how about I get attacking like this? Okay, so I haven't Gambited yet. There we go. That's the first Gambit. Oh, he doesn't want it. He doesn't accept my Gambit. I was thinking that looked like a good way to give up a pawn. So I offered a Gambit. If my opponent doesn't take the Gambit, what can I do, guys? I mean, I think that surely counts as a Gambit, doesn't it? I tried to Gambit. Okay, it failed because he didn't take it. But at least I tried, eh? So this is what we're going to do. Just a little bit of Gambity fun. And weird position here. I mean, I remember this is some kind of old, kind of weird theory from I don't know. I think the way I played this is meant to be quite a good way for black to play. And again, I'm just going to play super aggressive today. My next idea is to slam dunk f5 in, which my opponent is stopping for now. But I'm going to now move my king out of the way so I can try to get this. Well, I don't know if it's a threat, but it's certainly an interesting idea because I want to open up my rook towards his king. This is one of the key things. Okay, so we're going to slam dunk it in. There we go. Now I have to be a little bit careful. I take on e4, he will take on f8. So let's just play a little bit circumspect. Try to get my rook defending f8 first. Because there was a little trick there. You could take everything on f8 and go rook g8 check and he could win my queen back. If you spotted that one. So I still really like my position. I'm just going to try to go bishop d7 and then take on e4. So let's create that threat now. So I'm going to go here with the threat of taking on e4. He probably has to take himself here. And then I have to make a decision. Do I take with a rook or do I take with the bishop? I think I like bishop takes because the bishop has ideas of them moving to this square. I don't have to exchange rooks off quite so soon. Okay, so he's now offering me this pawn. Takes, queen takes. Okay. Now, how about we just increase the pressure? So I want to try to bring my last piece over towards where the action's going to happen. So I'm just trying to double up now. Double up on the f-file. Bring the a rook to f8. Bring that one into the game. Okay, so he's decided he has to take there at some moment, but I've still got the same idea. Oh, shite. e4. Did I just miss? Oh, e4. Bishop takes. Oh, e4. Luckily, after e4, I've got bishop takes d2. I kind of missed there that my rook on f6 is badly positioned. I mean, I've got a lot of ways out of it. If e4, I've got bishop takes h3 is also very strong. So actually, this is okay. Now I think, oh no, it's check. Okay, I was wondering if I could go bishop takes there, but he takes here with check. So I'm just going to move my rook back. I still like my position because now I'm certainly threatening this, and I don't really see what his last move achieved. Does this really help him to put his knight here? So e4 looks critical. Try to force that queen to a bad square. Do give him that square there then. Okay, let's just bring the last piece in. Maybe something will happen. I don't know if I should have gone e4 or not. I kind of wanted to keep this diagonal open for my bishop, and I didn't want to allow his knight the possibility of coming into this square. Hence why I've just moved the rook to e8. Just keeping a little bit of tension in the position and seeing what he's going to do. I mean, he can go e4. Then I have to find a good square for my bishop. Should I have gone bishop e6 last move? Was that a much better idea? So I'm just trying to find the ideas, creating a threat against this. Did I have bishop d3? Well, let's try to work out these moves now. Bishop takes h3, queen takes. Seems to hold it together for him. Bishop d3. He can go bishop takes d3. So, okay, so here, now, where I was hoping this opens up this bishop as well. Do I want to swap bishops off? I don't think I do. Now, takes, queen takes. Any tactics there? No. Bishop here. I think I'm going to keep my bishop on the board because it gives me always possibilities of taking that square. Now, let's try to get rid of his piece that's annoying, because then I'm going to have options of going rook g8. So I want to get rid of this bishop so that my rook can now come here to start really piling on some. I mean, this could be game over. Just the fact that if queen f3, I have rook f8. So that was a good plan. Get rid of the piece that's controlling g8. And now I think he's going to have some unstoppable threats happening here. Okay, well, I've got a number of good moves. Let's just keep it simple, shall we? I've got the two bishops as well. Should be good enough to win this one. I'd love to get my rook in here, but not quite time to that. We're going to have to play an ending, but I'm a pawn up with the two bishops. So this is a very uncomfortable ending for my opponent. My bishops should start to dominate as long as I don't play stupid, bloody moves like that. Oh, that was ridiculous. Why do I do that? Just give him back one pawn. Okay, right. So the fight is on now, actually. Okay, he didn't do anything there to... Okay, come on. Mouse is going to... Is it mouse or is it me? I don't know. Is it mouse or is it me? Could be either. You can feel the concentration. God, I'm playing some terrible moves here, aren't I? Absolutely appalling. Okay. Oh dear, we got there in the end. Okay. Right, now, as it's Gambit hour, I've tried 2 Gambits. I want to play at least 4 games of giving a Gambit a whirl. So what can we do against this e6 move? What Gambit are we going to be able to get in here? Okay, so I'm going to try to create some Gambits as we go along. How about we go for the Nostradamus Gambit? And I've just made that up. I've no idea. I've just made this up. And the idea was if he takes, I was going to go knight there. So as it's Gambit hour, I've got a Gambit, a pawn. Have it. So I'm going to... This is the Nostradamus Gambit. Don't ask me where I came up with the word Nostradamus from. I don't know. That was pure inspiration. Better than the O'Grady Gambit. Better than the crap Gambit, which we should try again. And what is this? What am I playing here? Okay. So... Right, well, I could go for the Nostradamus double Gambit, which is d6. Or, I think when you Gambit, one thing you've got to do is go for quick development. So, I'm not going to waste time. I'm just going for as quick development as I can. Now, if I go bishop here, he's got knight c5, which I don't really want to allow. And I don't want to swap queens off because I have Gambited. So, I've got to try to prove here I've got some compensation if knight takes knight, bishop takes. And I think I do. I think I will do. And again, we can see that I've got 2 extra pieces developed compared to my opponent. Might not be full compensation. I certainly don't want to lose this one, which he's now threatening to do. So that was... Okay, I might have to just retreat that there, which is certainly a little bit annoying. Okay, well, I've got a castle. And now... Well, okay, he's allowed me a little tempo. That's quite nice of him. And here, I'd love to get my bishop, I think, to a3 if I can in time. That will strike across his position. But he's kicked me back before doing that. So I'm going to have to retreat. And this one, yeah, okay. I have to admit, this is probably not enough compensation that I'm getting here. But got a nasty little threat in some positions. Bishop takes here. And okay, it's still easier for me to play. This position, I think, I prefer, you know, in blitz, I quite like it. Bishop a3, I've got extra development. He's got a bishop out of play on c8. So this might not be completely rubbish. Just a little bit rubbish. Okay, so I think I want him to play b4, because then I get the c4 square. You know, this square. Sometimes you want your opponent to come in. Remember, pawns can't move backwards. And now my aim will be to take control of e5. So this is my next aim. If I get a knight into e5, hopefully my bishops will spring into life. But he's got an idea as well, putting his knight on this square. Well, I don't know. If in doubt in chess, threaten checkmate. You know, that's always a grand plan. You know, and I'm in doubt quite often in my game. So he spotted it. Bummer. But I gave it a go. I gave it a whirl. And we're just going to have to come back now. Now, knight f4 is a bit annoying. I don't like this knight coming to the square. I'm going to sidestep. I want to keep this bishop in a lot of positions. Now, maybe I should have gone knight e5 there instead than allowing this one. Because now I don't like getting pushed back. And he certainly seems to be doing something nasty to my pieces. Okay, my time's down. Time to turn up the gear here. So I'm going to give myself the c4 square. That's my first, and I've got to dive in straight into c4. And let's just try to pressurize here. Not sure I like that one too much, because knight b6, and yeah, at least I'm sort of groveling a little bit here, aren't I? Rook here probably just wins. Oh, well, I've got to. Oh no, oh, he's found it as well. Because if I go queen here, he takes. He's got knight e2. This was a bit of a silly game, not one of my better games. And now I've got to allow e4, and I'm clearly not going to have enough compensation in these positions. But we'll punt a couple more moves anyway. Might as well. No point resigning quite yet. This Gambit, the Nostradamus, is one for the history books, I feel. This is not one that is going to continue in the history of chess. Now, at least I'm threatening something here, but bishop e5. And the bastard, shall I say, has found it. The bastard has found the move. No offence to him, I'm sure he's not. I'm just angry the way I played that one. Okay, so not a good gambit, the Nostradamus. We won't be trying that one again. I'm just trying to make up gambits as we go along. I think I'll play until I lose one more, of course, as I normally do, losing 2 games. I just want to keep, you know, I'm just trying to experiment with some crazy little ideas here. Coming up with some new sort of stuff as on off the fly. So I'm not even sort of okay, if I go here, he's going to go here. I'm not really even, I don't even know what gambits I should be playing. I'm kind of just making them up. So what gambit are we going to do here? Right, I'm going to try to make one up with d5 now. So what are we going to do? Depends on his reply. Okay, so he's gone here. Surely this will give me an opportunity to gambit. Will it? This must give me an opportunity. Oh, okay, we're going to go for this one. Now, this is called Eat the Rich Gambit. This is called Eat the Rich. Eat the Rich Gambit. Punk style, from the Icelandic Punk Museum. So I've given up 2 pawns here, and it's called Eat the Rich Gambit. Where is my compensation? Come on. There's loads. It's flying in. Look at this. It's everywhere. I've got an open F file. Must be some compensation. Okay, well, I don't know. Maybe a little bit of compensation. It's a bit like the Black Mardima Gambit, this one, where I do have an F file I can always attack along. Oh, yeah, we like this one. We like the Eat the Rich Gambit. This is already looking a little bit spicy. Am I going to take here? Am I gonna get some stuff going here? This is looking quite interesting already. Takes, check, queen e2. Might just stop that one. Well, let's flick the queen over. Yeah, this is more like it. We certainly do approve of the Eat the Rich Gambit, which is, well, I don't know. Let's have a look at these opening moves. You can only play it if they go bishop g5, but it's where you go f6 and e5 and you just allow them to take things. So this is the so-called Eat the Rich Gambit, coming to Super GMs near you soon. Right, so how do we continue it? Well, I've got knight e5 takes here. Gives me 2 bishops, a little bit of pressure. Yeah, okay, let's go for that one. I mean, let's at least try to gain the bishop pair. Long-term compensation. I've always got something on the f-file. There's always some nibble going on the f-file here. So at least, I mean, I think bishop g3 would be a good response from my opponent here. Stabilising the position, getting his position to a good square. But at least then I could take on this one. Okay, so my idea here is to flick this one and gaining the 2 bishops. And now, if he takes, so he's come back. If he takes, I was going to open up the b file, meaning that if he had attempted to castle queenside in that position, I'd have some attacking chances. But of course, he's gone for this anyway. And what do we do in these positions? We go for the double eat the rich gambit. So we're going b5. Now, I don't actually approve of eating rich people always, you know. So, you know, it's just a bit of a punk. It's a bit of a punk opening. So I've given up a second pawn here. You might be thinking, what are you doing, you loon? I'm kind of thinking the same. Well, it's just like to open up a file to attack his king on. It's a very easy technique. Opposite side castling, pawns don't really matter. They only matter if he reaches the ending and survives. So now I'm hoping later on this open b file is going to be a main factor. And I've got my bishop striking across his king as well. That looks like quite a good option coming in. And I think I've got a nice initiative here. All my pieces are quite active. Don't worry about pawns. They're not so important here. I'm using my A pawn, maybe just to try to... am I worried about him coming in here? Well, if he does come in here... Well, he can if he wants to. Let's just keep pushing the A pawn. He can come in. He can try to win another pawn. But I'm just going to keep trying to open him up on that side of the board. Right, so next was my plan. If here he's going to go B3. Now here he's going to go knight in. What about I go bishop here and now... Just to stop his knight coming to c6. And next move I'll either go c6 or c5. And I try to get rid of the 2 pieces which are coming at me. So I think first I should go c6 because his bishop blocks my b file. And now I'm going to go c5. Does allow his knight into this square. And slowly but surely I want to try to play maybe a break like this. But his knight has found a good square. Now maybe my queen should be coming over to b6 here. Well, no, this is a very tricky move. So I'm now creating a threat of c4, which should be winning his piece. So, okay, so now he's had to do something to open him up a little bit, maybe. So I'm just going to play a move to step out of any tricks on this diagonal. And what are we doing next? How are we getting my boys into the attack? Okay, that queen wasn't doing much. I need to move quicker again now. Am I going to take here next? This bishop is not well placed. I need to have my bishop hitting that one. So what am I doing next? Okay, well, that is the kind of move I'm generally quite happy to see, because surely it frees up my pieces somewhat, but only if I can find a good way to continue, which I'm moving so slow. Okay, so I want to get knight f4 him. I've just got to move quick here. So I've got time to shut up. Makes a nice change, eh? And get some threats going. So, okay. Alright. I'm not sure that was a good move. He seems to have defended well so far. I'm trying to open up his king at any cost here. Scheiße. Stop with your queen exchanges, boy. Oh, don't want to get the queens off, do I? No. My knight. Oh, no. Well, luckily I could take on c2 always, or I got this one. So my position's actually doing well there. Okay, good stuff. So Gambit Hour seems to be going all right against who are we playing? Some Russian guy, Kavalenkov. And okay, well, if I win the next one, I get 2,500. So let's give it a go. And I'm going to keep the Gambit Hour going. So what are we going to do now? Now, we've tried a various couple. How about... Well, I went for the Nostradamus last time. How about we go for... Well, I'm going to wait and see. I'm going to play Knight F3 first, just as a little wait and see tactic. Now, how about... Well, I'm going to... That's not really a gambit, is it? Okay, we're going to play... What's this one called? This is called the Eagle. The Eagle Gambit. And this is... Well, something you can do against the French defence as well if you're completely nuts. And my opponent seems to have no respect for the Eagle. He has no respect for my Eagle Gambit here. And that will come. The Eagle will bite him in the bottom. No respect at all. This one is a dangerous one. I'm already setting up some little threats here. As you can see, I love these Gambit Hours. This is a lot of fun, isn't it? Just throwing pieces at your opponent's king. Willy-nilly, making up gambits as we go. This is the way that life should be. None of this serious chess. We just make some gambits up. And you know what? You can have that one, sir. I don't even care. You can have that one. Just have it. I'm going to castle, queen side, all my pieces attacking. The eagle has landed. This is a fun gambit, surely. Well, you can quote me on that if I win, but only if I win. So I'm just going to allow my piece to sit there, because I think if he takes her, at least I get the open H file. That's going to be dangerous. Got some weird pieces. Is my bishop good there? Well, I was hoping it would put him off developing his bishop, but now he might have ideas. A knight takes b4. How am I going to continue trying to attack him here? This is what this position is all about. Well, my opponent's playing, should we say, to exchange. So I'm going to have to maybe change plans a little bit and get that knight out of the way. I mean, I think if I get a chance, I want to be pushing forwards with g4, g5. That seems like a good way. Let's do it. To try to open him up on the area of the board where he is castled. And the Eagle Gambit, I like the Eagle Gambit. This one's got a thumbs up. This has got a thumbs up. Now, please do, guys, pick your favourite gambit. Tell me in the chat which of these gambits you think will have a future in the chess world. Which of these gambits we might see Magnus Carlsen playing at some point in the future. Yeah, all right. I mean, that's not deadly serious. But do let me know which of these gambits you think. I like the Eagle. This is great. I'm going to have a look at this one afterwards. I might start playing this. This could be my next DVD. Good stuff. So, okay. Anyway, so d5 now played. And where are we going here? Well, I don't know. Let's have a look. I'm just going to obviously I'm trying to get through to him on the g file. Now, the reason I played g6 is I had to play that before my opponent could play g6, because if he got a chance to do that, he would shore up his king side. So I've played this move. I mean, he can take on g6, and then I'm going to obviously try to get my queen in near his king. It's very handy having a pawn here. If he ever takes, I'd probably take with my bishop. I wasn't sure, because now I've got a threat of bishop takes f7 check, and that is going to win his queen. And also, my other threat is just to land a blow on f7. I don't know, maybe he should give up his queen, which he has done, but this is bound to be good for me now. Now, do I have other options? I mean, taking here looks so strong. Maybe I'll have some even stronger options. Like, can I start an attack with this one? No, takes, and he takes here. I mean, winning the queen's okay. Shall we go for it? It should be good for me, but it's a bit murky. Do I have other options? Because I have other ideas to move my bishop. But if I move my bishop like c6, bishop d6. Okay, I think we're gonna have to grab his queen here and play this position, which I don't know. I mean, I think is probably good for me, but it's not entirely clear because his rooks and bishops can be quite good here. I mean, if I can make some exchanges here, I should be very happy, and I think now my knight is looking awesome. He's certainly misplayed this one. He's going to get himself in a lot of trouble. I mean, he shouldn't have placed his, you know, why not swap off my knight rather than leave himself with this rubbish piece here. This is very bad. Okay, there we go. That is the last gambit of the day, the Eagle Gambit. Let's have a look at that game, shall we? That was quite enjoyable. So the Eagle Gambit is where you play. Well, I mean, the other move order you can do this against is against the French defence. So if they go e6, well, let's say you go e4 and move 1, e6, d4, d5, and now knight to f3. Does it? It hasn't. Well, I've just found out it has a name. It has, what's it? The Perseus. The Perseus Gambit. That's unbelievable. It actually has a name. I was making it up as we go along, but it actually has a name. But look how much play I got here. My opponent played very quickly. And I actually, maybe it's not so, I mean, what he should be doing here, he played quite passively. He should be trying to hit d4. Why? Because I've moved away a key defender of d4, excuse me, not d5. So he should be trying to hit that that pawn there. So if I was black, I'd be playing moves like c5, knight c6 to try to create some counterplay. The way he played it, which is kind of normal development, just looks quite slow, because I get my pawn back, queen f3 threatens knight f6 check, and here I get a very strong initiative. All my pieces are quite nicely developed, and I've got a bit of space, so the Perseus Gambit has worked well there. Okay, so just a bit of fun blitz. I'm going to try to get back to 2,500. What was the score there? 3-1. That's not a bad sort of idea with these made-up openings. I'm just doing it like freestyling. Freestyling the opening. Freestyling. Maybe it's something to do with the backdrop. I felt a bit punkish there. Chess punkish. And yeah, well, again, thank you for watching. I'm going to leave you another vlog from my trips to Iceland. Hello, Charlie. You coming up here? Come on, Charlie. Come on, up you come. Let's just see if Charlie will join first, because I know you guys miss Charlie. We'll see if he comes up and joins, because he might want to wave hello to you guys. He's actually got his own Facebook page now. If you go to Charlie the Chess Cat, which is a little bit worrying. You can also check me on Facebook, and of course do check out the website and you know, all my DVDs and all that kind of malarkey. Well, it doesn't look like he wants to come. Hello, Charlie. Hello. There you go. Come over here then. Come on. Hello. Hello. You come to say hello? You're going to say hello? Yes. Hello. So there you go. Charlie has now come to say hello. He certainly. We're gonna have a Charlie the Cat Gambit, aren't we? Next session. So he's looking quite happy here, and I'm now. As you said hello to Charlie, I've got more of his bum in my face, but I'm sure he'll come. Come on, can you have a look at the camera, Charlie? No, he doesn't want to. He's a little bit camera shy at this moment in time, and he's gonna have a little rest on the desk. There's a good cat. So I'm gonna leave you now with Troll Country, a little vlog. And please do please do subscribe to my channel. When I've got more time, I'm going to get these other ideas going. I've got some great ideas for something that people haven't done before, but I just haven't had time to put these ideas into operation yet. But I will do. I've got more time to do some stuff now. So thank you very much for watching, and here's another little vlog from my trip to Iceland. Well, hi, hopefully you can see me. This is what I call Troll Country, or Critter Country, as you can see. This is basically just after Vic, probably about an hour or so away, still on the south coast, going towards the biggest glacier. And, well, it's just mad. It's mad landscape. You can see all these... I don't know what they are, just weird rocks. And it just, you know, I know in Iceland a large majority still believe in the mystical creatures, and you can see why when it's like this. And it's it's dead silent as well. It's crazy. I can't hear any birds, any animals. It is very beautiful. So yeah, it's lovely. The road trip continues. Until next time.